Marx correctly identified the core of capitalism as this. Permanent push towards self-reproduction, self-expansion, and so on and so on. And his idea was that even if you take away the form of the capital, this expansive self-reproduction will explode in an even more free way. So I think that in a way, for Marx, literally, his vision of communism was capitalism without capitalism. That is to say, this capitalist dynamic of exploding productive power of humanity without the capitalist form. To go very quickly through it, just a metaphor to hint this at you, to give you a hint. Just an indication, this is of course not an analysis. What Marx didn't see is the paradox which Jacques Lacan, my teacher, identified as the paradox of what he calls objectita, object kleines a, the object cause of desire, which is an obstacle, but at the same time, a positive condition of what it is the obstacle to. Let me give you a crazy example, which I think makes perfectly this point. Once, it happened in Latin America, I will not tell you where, a voluptuous elder lady, I don't know, maybe she was flirting with me, she told me that basically her point was I'm still beautiful and sexually attractive in spite of, and she told me how her last lover, when she saw her naked, told her that if she just were to lose 2 or 3 kilos, her body would have been perfect. And I told her, just don't lose 2 or 3 kilos. Because, you know, you often find this paradox that, like, 2 or 3 kilos less and you would be perfect. But this ideal of perfection only arises when you do have 2 or 3 kilos too much. You see my point? You take away the obstacle, that small element which seems to disturb the perfection, and you lose this potential virtual perfection itself.